Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy CoolsGamer237 here, and we are back on Doki Doki Literature Club. So, where we last left off, I said that something really did not feel right about this game, and it is now time to share my poem. So, I thought long and hard about who I want to share it with first, so I thought, why not share with Monica first, because she is the president. Let's do it. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. Hi Hayden. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Yes I am, as a matter of fact. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Oh man, my character sounds pretty socially awkward. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Hayden. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Wait, I don't even get to see my poem? Well, that's stupid. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Oh, really? Well, I do like Sayori, so is this going to appeal to Sayori the most? Okay. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yep, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way for you to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. Well, honestly though, I think I'll stick with Sayori for now. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Haha, that's very suspicious, Monica. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always do feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, I read theirs. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction, the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film out in the sun. It's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. The hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. That's cute. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everything is better, maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, well, she said it sounded a lot like Sayori, so let's go to Sayori next. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Hayden! Eh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. No, screw Natsuki's opinion. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Hayden poem. And that makes it extra special. Aww, Sayori's so cute, I love her. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Just like I said before, Hayden, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. They all say they're really bad. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds. I'm just gonna read this in my head. It's just about the morning, pretty much. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Oh no, she procrastinated. She's just like me. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe, that was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget, and I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, next, let's go to... I kinda want to save Natsuki for last, because I have a feeling hers is gonna be terrible. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it, though. Oh, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are different specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice. I can't read. And learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine, I really do believe you. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. I suppose, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Okay, this one's cute. That's some good handwriting. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. I just said it was good. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read it. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Hey, that's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Hayden. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these new things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, now let's get the elephant in the room out of the way. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste? Do you want to get smacked? No thanks, but I'll smack you in a minute. God, I think I've already established enough how much I hate Natsuki. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. I probably won't. Monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, that is kind of pathetic. You know what? Character, don't even bother lying. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it, and I didn't. I don't even like you. Look at that face. I just wanna... Oh, God. Okay, I think I've established enough how much I hate Natsuki. I like it. No, you don't, me. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. I can see why. You are pretty mean. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, it made it fall flat on purpose. I don't understand you. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. You are not a pro, and I hate you. I'm glad you learned something. Yeah, I learned that you are the worst character in this game. Oh my god, I better not get any angry comments in this video explaining why Natsuki is such a great character, because if there is any of that, I will find you and I will delete your Google account. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. I would! Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh no, I smell trouble. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Hayden did too. No, I didn't! So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Hayden liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Yes, I really did like your poem, Yuri, because you are great. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. Whoa, 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 what? Does Yuri have a secret crush on me? Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Hayden appreciates my advice more than he does yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Maybe because I said I hate your poem hundreds of times, Natsuki. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Hayden started showing up. Are you kidding me? This is the most weirdest game I've ever played. Just like, it's supposed to be a cute visual novel romance game, now it's turning all personal. Natsuki! Yeah, that was horrible. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was just standing there. Hayden, she's trying to make me look bad. Yeah, I see that. That's not true. She started it. You're being such a 5-year-old. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the point. What's the point of making your poems if it's all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. I'd rather die, thanks. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Hayden? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... Oh, 3 options. Okay, I'm gonna save, like, right here. Thank you. I'm gonna save. Alright, so you know damn well I'm not gonna choose Natsuki. If I do help me Sayori, that means I'll probably just call out for help. But you know what? I like Yuri, so I think I'll go Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem, even though that's clearly a lie through my gritted teeth. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Hey? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this would not have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure, I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, nothing you could say or do would make me hate you. I think Yuri's my favorite character in this. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten flustered after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Hayden, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. But one more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said... Oh, you mean the dirty thing? Yeah, I heard it. About, I would never do anything so shameful. So, hey? What did Natsuki say? Oh, I didn't hear it. Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. No one gives a damn about your opinion. Hayden, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Hayden, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Yay! Wait, no, she's laughed. My bad. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say that I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier... Hey, what do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki... Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. Yet Yuri maybe. My god, I could just make a video ranting on how much I hate Natsuki. You don't You don't hate them, do you? My god! No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Hayden, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone really likes you too. That's... every day's gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the situation I'm kind of in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, nice, so it's another poem. And like I said, I'm gonna save whenever there's a choice and whenever I have to do a poem. Alright, so I know Monica said to try things differently, but you know what? I think I'll stick with Sayori. Alright, so 12. Path. Raindrops. Empty. Tears. See, friends. Whisper. Captive. Happiness. Ocean. Let's see, oh, comfort, yes. God, I don't know which words all the club members like. Agonizing. Let's try pain. Let's see, judgment. Hope. Lazy. Heart. Special. Anger. Oh yeah, I assumed that would be Natsuki. Let's see. Lust. Oh, I really hope I got Sayori's. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Hayden. Yo Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh my god, am I gonna mug her? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? Oh, she's hiding something. She's guilty. No reason, really. I just wanted to look. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ahaha! I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. It's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to go for a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money and that I would lend you some. But to be fair, I probably would lend you some. I am a nice guy. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. Ooh-ah! I give up! Don't make me feel guilty! If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Haha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Hayden to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. Ooh. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hehe. Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, She told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, guys, give me more credit than that. What the hell? Kia! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Eh? A cookie! Sure enough, a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Die in a fire. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. Oh, my throat hurts from having to talk differently so much in this game. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. Ow, I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans in and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. God damn it, she's a trickster. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do. She is pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Has a what? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Yeah, that's right. No one cares about you, Natsuki. Suddenly the doors swing open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Oh shoot, I know what she's thinking. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period was in study hall, and to be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it. I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monika. I don't, really. I just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Hayden. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share one once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mysterious escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hayden! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monika, you mean Monika and I, we're gonna make posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monika, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Hayden to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. Just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Hayden? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the clubroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips along the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm talking to a kid. It feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kinda dull. Hayden, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of a poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem for... Oh my god, I'm not reading all this. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm not mean. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. I don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited! The festival's gonna be so much fun! Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? Been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a bowl of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had. The two of us enter the clubroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kinda dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so we can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack! What the hell? Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right onto the shelf. She falls to the floor and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. She clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori's sitting her on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell. I should probably find some ice. Hayden, where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. Why not? Oh my god, this girl is so... What's the word? She's so... Oh, I don't know. Naive, that's what I was thinking of. Of course I can do it. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori still makes a joke. Haha, what are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left her. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Aw, that's so cute. Hey, you know what? Maybe I should use this for the thumbnail, because it looks really nice. I do like this. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts to drink from it. Sayori, what are you doing? That's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. I feel like something's gonna happen after this, so let's save. Sayori placed the ball against the bump on her head. Oh, I already read that. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you've cleaned up most of the crayons. That's good. Hey, Hayden. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did, but sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would hurt myself. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard, and you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, did I? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention. So in a way, it kind of was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Hayden, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years, you're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Hayden, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. You think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. We don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's going to see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clenches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Oh, well, guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the clubroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the clubroom. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Hey, Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Sayori frantically glanced around. I forgot all this stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Ahaha. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Hayden. Well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright, so it's time to share poems again, but just like last time, I think this might be an appropriate time to end the video. So guys, if you are enjoying this series so far, please let me know what you think in the comments, and please drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Peace off!